We're joined today by Presley Marshall. She is the organizer of the Little Free Library event that's taking place next month. Now, when we hear Little Free Library, we think of those little free libraries in people's yard. But
Yeah.
what you're doing is something much larger and a little more exciting. I mean, all those little free libraries are exciting. But for those who have never attended your event, tell us a little bit about what your event is all about.
Yeah, so I actually got inspired by the Little Free Library movement, which has been around for some years, and I noticed that Winnipeg it's starting to pop up a lot more, where people have their own little library set up in their front yards, where people can come and take a book at no cost. I really like that idea, so I decided that I wanted to do something similar but on a larger scale. So my first event was actually last year, and it was super successful, where people were able to come into my event at the Winnipeg Community Center at no cost and pick out their favorite books to take home and keep, which was totally free. And at that point, we had about 2,500 books available for kids to come and pick out. And then this year, I have closer to 3,500 books. And then at my events, we also have a ton of free activities for kids to partake in, like rock painting, different crafts, and coloring. And then we also have a bunch of different cool gift baskets for kids to enter to win at zero cost as well.
Why was this so important for you to start this event? Like, I know you were inspired by the Little Free Library movement, but what inspired you overall to want to do this?
Well, for 5 years straight, I actually worked in an elementary school with kids. So I really learned about the importance of reading and literacy at a young age. And I know that not everybody can maybe afford books or they don't have easy access to books to get to libraries. So I wanted to make an event to help spread the awareness about literacy and the declining rates in Canada and invite people to come at no cost to pick up books without the expectations of having to return them afterwards.
Oh, I love that. Now, you mentioned last year's event and how that went, and it was very successful. What was the feedback from those who had the opportunity to attend and choose some books?
Yeah, it was actually really good. So my intentions were only to do the event one time, 1 year last year. But then after the event, I got so many messages on social media and in person saying, I hope you do this again because my kids loved it. We read all the books already tonight. And a lot of people found out about it a little late last year or couldn't attend. So they were hoping there'd be more in the future for them to bring their kids to. So that's what really helped me decide to do another event, this time in a bigger room, so that we can invite a lot more people into it.
Now, where are you getting all the books for this event? You had 2,500 last year, have over 3,000 this year. Where are they coming from?
Yeah, last year it was mainly most of them were bought. I would go on websites like Kijiji and look for bulk books for a cheaper price. So that costed a bit of money last year, but this year I've actually gotten lots of donations from like somewhere from different elementary schools, old stock in their library books that they're getting rid of for free. And then have a bunch of people just on social media reaching out saying, I know your event's coming up. If you need more books, let me know. And I'm always open to more books. So it's been adding up. So it might even
And
be more than that this year.
well, that was going to be my next questions. Do you need any more books? And if so, how can people go about getting those books to you if you do need them?
I'm always open to more books. The more books, the better. The more people we can help out. And you could always email me at afabulousworld1997 at gmail.com.
And you're looking specifically for children books.
Yeah, so the event basically caters to babies up to 13 years of age or to those at those reading levels. And this year, I'd also like to extend the invite to grandparents, babysitters, daycare owners, teachers, or anyone who could benefit from books, even people with their own free little libraries. Maybe they need a little top up. I would definitely invite you to come and grab some as well.
English, French as well.
Yes, I am accepting any languages. I have a few different kinds there just to make sure we have a good assortment.
So for people wanting to attend this year's event, when and where is all of this taking place?
So this year it'll be August 17th from 12 o'clock to 4 p.m. at the Winnipeg Community Center. So it's the same location as last year, but this year we are in the Linda Boyd studio, which is a lot bigger than last year.
And do you need any volunteers for this event or is that all covered?
Yeah, I'm always welcome and open to accepting more volunteers if anybody's interested. You can send me the email at afabulous1997 @gmail.com. We're always open to that as well if anybody wanted.
And what are you hoping people will take away from this year's event?
Well, I'm hoping that it reaches a lot more people this year, so a lot more kids have access to books, and I'm hoping that people just understand how important it is for children to read at a young age.
And will you continue to do this if this is another successful year?
I think so.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for making time for us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.